now?
Yes.
Perfect,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just unmuted
No
the
echo.
system, yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Calling the July 8th, 2026. I have a facilities committee. I think you're do. Again, disoriented.
We're just checking to see if you were paying attention.
Yeah. Beginning again, calling the July 8th Board of Directors meeting for the Fallbrook Regional Health District at 6 p.m. Let's see. Establish a quorum.
Yes, we have quorum.
Thank you. Stand for the pledge, please. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So motion.
Second? Second. Thank you. And do I call for a vote?
Yes.
Call for a vote. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, aye. Very good. All right. Any public comments?
We received nothing via email unless Tom or Roy. No. And nobody else is on Zoom but Arthur Sally, so.
Very good. Moving on to consent items. Motion to approve consent items for discussion if needed.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. A second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Any pulling of items or questions before we move to the vote?
Yep.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay. All right. Now, well, that's because we're so organized on what's a discussion item and what's a
Consent.
consent item. Well, we have some interesting discussion items, all, in my view, very good news and helpful. So I'll turn to our colleague who will give us a wonderful report on our finance committee.
All right, Sally and I met a week ago to review the May financials. And so we can move to the more interesting things quickly. I'll give you a quickly report on what we discussed. We found that our balance sheet had total liabilities and equity for May of $14,129,254, and that compares with April of $14,309,564, a decrease on our liabilities and equity of $180,000. Our total net income for May was a negative $216,706, which was compared to budget, actually an improvement over budget with respect to our profit and loss actual versus the operating plan, otherwise known as budget. Administration, based on the approved operating plan, the district was over the planned budget in year-to-date net income by $859,905. The wellness center, based on the approved operating plan, the district was over the planned budget in year-to-date net income by $35,676. The Sally and I and staff reviewed the investment compliance report and found everything in compliance. We reviewed the check detail report and looked at every one of the checks and found them to be in order. Same with the credit card statements. We looked at those, no weird things, which we occasionally see. They all look all looked in order. And we looked at the community development disbursement report. And this is for the funds that we use not only for grants, but also for the constructions that are going on at the time. So unless there are any questions or comments, that is Sally and my report.
Okay, questions or comments, colleagues? Okay, if we could go to report number 1 for a moment. Howard, you mentioned a reduction in assets of $180,000.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to assume that's because we paid our bills.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and actually, the month before, we kind of talked about that.
Yes.
And because our accounts payable were getting up there.
Yeah, we also had, construction projects that were paid out.
Just want to make clear what goes on when we have a reduction
Yeah.
in a month to month. Thank you so much.
You
Can we
bet.
go to number 2, please? $800,000 of unexpected income is due to property taxes?
It wasn't as much unexpected income as it was, we did not expend. So remember, we had budgeted for, clinical services to come online this fiscal year, or last fiscal year. It hadn't, so we ended up having more than we had budgeted for because we didn't expend all those funds.
Okay, and that's the bulk of that?
That's
The
the majority of that, yes.
Okay, so the reason why I like that answer, it shows that we're really tracking year to year what we budgeted, what we didn't do because of good reasons, et cetera, et cetera. So
Right.
I just want the public to know there's a flow to that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Okay.
Motion? No. I didn't catch who made the motion.
I made the motion.
And
Yes.
who did the second? I'm sorry.
Did you do the second? One of you, can you claim the second, please?
I'll give this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, we were fighting with trying to catch up on which part of the pack that we were in. And just, I want to clarify in the motion that we are approving both the June and July finance committee meetings. Is that correct for the motion?
No, the May and,
Well, for the June and July meetings,
Yes.
Oh,
which is April and May financial.
Yes.
Okay,
correct,
right? We're
Correct.
good?
yes.
Okay. Just wanna make sure.
Very good.
And the
Claire?
reason for that is that we didn't actually have a board meeting last month.
Right, we didn't,
Right.
we weren't able to make quorum, so.
So there's a logic here that we can actually identify, which is good. Okay, thank you very much. Item E2, the consideration to review and extend Michelle's Place grant agreement for cancer support. We have a staff recommendation to approve. Any questions on that item?
And, which I will approve that, but the reason it is now being asked for an extension.
This is just the renewal, so, we made it, 2 years ago, we made it a 2-year grant.
Okay.
And we wanted to be able to have some continuity in their support services. That contract has come up for renewal. We did bring it to strategic planning, there was a conversation and an interest to renew it. We looked at the report and information that was provided from them and still see quite a bit of value to it, and we had, strong community support.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a wonderful program and therefore I move that we approve that extension.
Okay, can we have a second?
Second.
Okay,
Thank you.
any further discussion on E2, Michelle's Place extension? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Consideration to review and revise North County Fire Protection District Ambulance Grant Program. May I have a motion and a second for discussion?
I'll move that we, what's the motion, please? Jennifer?
To accept the new revised contract with North County Fire.
All right, and I'll move that. I'll also want some discussion.
Of course. Yes, a second, please. Thank you.
So we're reducing it 100,000 because we believe that we're gonna have some clinical services.
Correct.
And maybe then, Rachel, you could tell us how much we believe in that.
Think we believe strongly.
Okay.
I have reached back out to our potential clinical partner.
Yeah.
Remember that they were waiting for the election results to confirm that they were able to move forward with their other partnership.
Right.
That has passed. So I've re-engaged
Mhm.
and am waiting for them to be able to set the next conversation.
Okay. Should we wait until we know that this is actually gonna be done before we reduce the 100,000?
I would disagree with that. I believe that North County Fire is in a good position. They have been able to catch up on a lot of the deferred ambulance concerns that they had from hospital closure, which is now 10 years ago.
Right.
So I think they're caught up. They were able to get a lot of their machinery updated. They don't see the same backlog that they did from COVID when they couldn't get equipment. I've spoken with Keith. Everything is still good. The partnership is still quite strong.
Thank you for
That's the
those
end of my
questions,
questions,
friends.
yeah.
Yes, thank you. Other questions,
Last
observations?
year, how much was it that we gave them?
200,000.
So it's just now.
Something that serves the whole community, which is great. Okay, hearing no further questions. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Thank you. Moving on to E4, consideration to approve community needs assessment proposal from Sherwin for $141,000. In addition to the staff recommendation, strategic plan committee reviewed what was considered the top three and have landed on this particular provider. So may I have for discussion, may I have a motion and a second? Motion to approve? Okay, and a second?
Second.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Okay,
In addition to choosing that firm because of its merits, how did the others, what were the costs of the other two?
less than this. However, Sowen has actually done a health district. Somebody else has done a health district. And doing a community assessment for a health district is very different than a city agency.
And they did desert, right?
They did desert and got rave reviews from them. So that I had found that very interesting because the last assessment, we had a credible organization that helped us with that. This organization is in California, in our area, although desert area, plus they've actually done a health district. So that's what tipped it for me. Also, I would say there's staff capacity to do the kinds of deep work we want to do, getting really into different subgroups in the communities. They've got enough people to do it and do it well.
Good.
And I would say, Howard, from the price consideration, one of the three competitors, the next that was closest in price was not significantly lower.
Mhm.
And the third one was fair enough lower, but really didn't have quite the same quality metrics, I think is fair to say.
Good.
So the pricing is appropriate for the skills and the availability and some of the other pieces.
Very thoughtful, and this was budgeted, right?
This is actually part of the community development disbursement because it has to do with programming at the wellness center. So we're still considering it a development cost. The district admin, obviously, we don't need it, but because we're still building out wellness center programming, we put it under that bucket. In future, we probably wouldn't do another community needs assessment for 5 to 10 years
Right.
at the earliest,
Yeah.
in which case then it would be a regular ongoing operating expense.
Gotcha.
And by then we'll have some data for our partnership with
Yes.
clinical services and urgent care.
There'll be so much more data, not only from our own programming, but clinical services, and we'll see a lot more of that community growth, a lot more of those 2 other housing projects that are going in.
Yes.
Right.
We'll have a better idea of what the community growth is gonna look like.
Good strategic looking and seeing what's going on out there. We are going to move into closed session.
Wait, we gotta,
We need to.
Oh, like I said, can we approve E5?
E4.
E4, please. I was so excited about E4.
She's still keeping us on
So-
track today.
Aye.
Good. Now to E5, consideration of approval for the records destruction item. I always love
No,
this.
so moved.
Any comments or concerns? Okay.
When will this end?
When will this end? Iron Mountain.
Cindy.
Iron Mountain is our best friend right now. Okay, and thank you to staff. Had to do this for Cal State San Marcos. I was on that team. Document destruction, and it is tedious and it's needed, and thank you, whoever has.
It's
their
all
hands on
Raquel.
it. It's all Raquel.
And I will tell you, how many boxes you have come in? 15?
10,
10
this last
on
one.
this last one? And
This.
Raquel walks out of the conference room, she's got rubber gloves on, and she's like,
All of us trapped.
it was just, there was nothing of value in there. And we know how much is still in storage yet. Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
would like to amend my motion to thank Raquel for doing all this.
we'll make sure the comment is entered for public display. Thank you, Phil. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Now we are finished with E. Thank you, E. Very good news in there, moving forward, looking to the future. Okay, we are going to move into closed session now, but I would like to ask if anything has come up that you have any questions on, so you can go home. Any questions or comments? Okay, all right,
Well,
well.
this is ending earlier. You sure you don't have something?
When she said the first time.
Take care of your pinky there, Mr. Frew.
Yeah.
Bye.
You guys aren't allowed to break yourselves.
No, they're.
Well,
So,
mine's not so long.
Sally, Alex, I believe Sally can stay in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Okay. What is my report out of closed session?
So the board met in closed session to discuss performance evaluation for the chief executive officer, and no reportable action was taken.
That is the correct interpretation. Thank you very much. Okay, board member comments and items for subsequent meetings.
Good meeting.
Good meeting. Lots of weighty stuff. Very efficient. I do have one question.
Yes.
Our new procedure for the grant checks
Yes.
is not the big.
Correct.
Big meeting. How do we know when that's gonna happen?
So, Raquel is reaching out to the nonprofits now to find out when we can do a grant check presentation at their
Their board
facility
At their
or
board
at
meeting?
their board meeting.
I think it should be at their board meeting.
That's what we're trying to work on. There's a few board meetings where, that might be difficult because they, like, for example, Interfaith, they don't meet locally at all.
Yeah.
So we may ask to meet at the wellness center
Yeah,
with their
That'd
process.
be great. That'd be
But
great.
otherwise, we are trying to,
I think board members, I think there's an organic part of this where board members of those nonprofits and board members here need to have that moment.
Right.
Okay,
just to consideration, it would only be 2 of our board members who are at any one of those grant checks, because otherwise we end
it's a
up
meeting.
doing a meeting.
Can't have a mobile meeting.
Right.
So
So-
we'll divvy up as we
Yeah.
go.
And so Raquel is currently, she's just gotten most of the contracts back, or I think we're waiting for one more. We just had the checks cut, and she's now starting to do the herding of the cats to try to figure out when those meetings will occur.
Yeah. Okay, very, very good. Anything else, friends?
We do have a meeting next week.
for the government and public? Because I didn't see it in the calendar.
It's back to strategic planning because remember we had to shift it. So we wanted to stay on that regular schedule. It hasn't been finalized if we want to put it back to government and public engagement instead of strategic planning. That's kind of up to you all.
Because it has government and public.
It's on our
engagement for
agenda.
next-
Oh, it's on the agenda?
Yeah, for next meeting, that's why I was wondering.
Oh,
It should be strategic.
it's
plan.
supposed to be
Okay.
strategic planning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
that
making
makes
sure.
sense.
Okay, yeah, that's supposed to be strategic planning.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you for that
Yeah.
clarification.
Sorry,
I'd
I
be in the wrong
looked
place.
at that and I was like, no, it's strategic. Sorry.
That's it.
Okay. Hearing no further business, I am adjourning this meeting. Bye, Sally. Ole. She looks
I-
too
I'm-
happy.
So I'm not in Mexico City now. I'm in actually just got to Charleston for a family reunion. So
I was gonna say another party city.
yeah, we left our house this morning at 4:45
Oh.
and we got in about 8:30.
So now
which
it's
is
10.
which is 5:30 your time. So
And it's
yeah.
almost 10 PM your time. Oh, it's midnight.
Yeah, so I'm 3 hours ahead. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay. Well, have a good trip.
thank you. Good to see everybody.
Good to see you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.